Welcome to the Rent Control Board. It's February 26th, and this is a hybrid meeting, and it will be recorded, so that you're aware. We have 4 members of the board tonight. I'm going to ask Jamie to introduce himself. We're going to work our way down.
Jamie Stebbins.
I'm Jennifer Stacey.
I'm Mark Lamb.
I'm Dottie Fulgenetti, and for the minutes, Select Board member Craig Barger is not able to be here tonight. We have our town attorney, Kate Federoff, our interim town administrator, Sean Dugan, executive assistant, Elizabeth Hegg, and if you'd like to introduce yourselves.
James F. Creed Jr. of Creed Law, LLC of Marshfield, representing Crown Communities DBA Stonehill Court, LLC.
Angie Toth, M. Shapiro Real Estate Group, Property Management.
Great, thank you. So I want to thank everyone for being here. I apologize for the delay. We had another meeting. We had some technical glitches, and we ran a little bit behind, so we appreciate your patience. I also want to say that I've been on the board since the Rent Control Board was issued, so I've been through all of the topsy-turvy trials and tribulations of this, and the board, and myself especially, really appreciate that. It's been a long journey for everyone. This is not a night that brings us any joy. We want to work with people, and the point here is not to be punitive. It's to try to come to a resolution. So we have a list that Mark read, and we're going to go through it one by one. I don't want to go through the whole history of the park. We have a lot of people to get to, and everybody knows that. I want to skip right to essentially, is there a reason that you are behind in your rent? Are you willing to catch up, or are you willing to come to some type of payment plan with Crown? If it gets too detailed, we're going to have people go down the hall to the other conference room so that we don't have to put everybody's personal business in a recording. So if that's satisfactory with everyone, we really appreciate your coordination and patience, and we want to make sure everybody feels that they had a good shot at communicating with us tonight. So should I add anything else, Kate?
No, that's it.
Okay, great. So the first one, we have Shan Khan at 305 Turnpike Street, Unit 2.
Do you have to read the notice?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you already read it. I wasn't paying attention.
Nope, okay.
Backing up here.
All right. Notice of public hearing in accordance with Chapter 30A of the General Laws, Chapter 88 of the Acts of 2013, and the rules and regulations adopted December 16, 2013. The Easton Rent Control Board will hold a public hearing at 6 p.m. on Thursday, February 26, 2026, in the Colleen A. Corona Boardroom, Easton Town Offices, 136 Elm Street, Easton, Mass. The hearing will consider Crown Communities, LLC, located at 305 Turnpike Street, Easton, Mass., requested for approval to proceed with the eviction proceedings against the below captioned residents. Shall I read all the residents?
Yep, in black.
Crown Communities, LLC versus Sean Khan, 305 Turnpike Street, Unit 2. Crown Communities, LLC versus Scott Walsh, 305 Turnpike Street, Unit 2B. Crown Communities, LLC versus Samuel Story, 305 Turnpike Street, Unit 5. Crown Communities, LLC versus Judy Boswell, 305 Turnpike Street, Unit 8. Crown Communities, LLC versus Paul Sally, 305 Turnpike Street, Unit 12. Crown Communities, LLC versus Amanda Butts, 305 Turnpike Street, Unit 13B. Crown Communities, LLC versus Tim Jones, 305 Turnpike Street, Unit 18. Crown Communities, LLC versus Jamie Graham, 305 Turnpike Street, Unit 20. Crown Communities, LLC versus Eric Thorne, 305 Turnpike Street, Unit 21. Crown Communities, LLC versus Al Skinner Sr., 305 Turnpike Street, Unit 22. Crown Communities, LLC versus Abdullah Mohammed, 305 Turnpike Street, Unit 24. Crown Communities, LLC versus Shah Khan, 305 Turnpike Street, Unit 26. Crown Communities, LLC versus Jihad Khan, 305 Turnpike Street, Unit 28. Crown Communities, LLC versus Julie Lowell, 305 Turnpike Street, Unit 36. Crown Communities, LLC versus Jean Graham, 305 Turnpike Street, Unit 38. Crown Communities, LLC versus Jean Graham, 305 Turnpike Street, Unit 39. Crown Communities, LLC versus Jean Graham, 305 Turnpike Street, Unit 40. Crown Communities, LLC versus Karen Bierce, 305 Turnpike Street, Unit 61. Crown Communities, LLC versus Bette Anderson, 305 Turnpike Street, Unit 171. Crown Communities, LLC versus Randall Davis, 305 Turnpike Street, Unit 176. Crown Communities LLC versus Millie Casper, 305 Turnpike Street, number 200, Unit 200. Crown Communities LLC versus Tammy Krager, 305 Turnpike Street, Unit 230. Crown Communities LLC versus Virginia Frazio, 305 Turnpike Street, Unit 232.
Okay, great.
I think you may have missed one, just I don't know if you need for the record, but I think you skipped that, Khan.
I believe I did get Sean Khan.
Oh, there's three though. Okay, if you think you got it then.
Yeah.
Was it unit 4? Is that the
Yeah.
one you
Correct.
thought you skipped?
Okay.
I have that too, but I don't know, is that red or is that?
Black.
Say that,
Crown
Okay.
Communities
say it
LLC
again. Yeah.
versus Sean Khan, 305 Turnpike Street, Unit 4. Good catch.
All right.
Thank you.
So if we could have just quiet in the audience as we're going through this so we can hear, because the room is small and when there's chatter, it makes it hard for us to hear everyone. So the first one is Shan Khan, 305 Turnpike Street, Unit 2, and also Unit 4. Is Shan here?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you come up to the microphone, please? It's not amplified, it's so that, that it can be recorded for cable. So,
And I think.
Hi
they-
to everyone,
They're going to speak
and thank you so much.
oh, the attorneys are?
Yeah, so.
My English is not my mother language, you understand. I've been here for a long time, since Jimmy Carter, and I've been living here almost for 40 years in this trailer parks. But I don't understand it. They send me a letter that I owe them that much money, and then they put 3-4 trailer more extra on my name. I wish they can make me president of not the state of America.
Me too.
You know, there is the proof. I send them the check, and they return it. They says we don't need that check because I own 3, 4, 6 trailer more. I went and knock on those lot number 2. I said, sir, you living here? You have to pay the rent, not me. He says the owner need to buy some more eyes or glasses that he can see that you are not the owner. I'm the owner. Don't come on around my home. I went to lot number 4. Why they're doing that? Everybody want to rule the world, but I wish they have the method to how to do it. One Crown is coming tomorrow, Miss Queen is coming tomorrow, and Mr. King is coming, but nobody want to do the job. The trailer park is going day by day, a piece of trash. They want the rent. They want $800 a day. But show me something that I can prove it and I can see it.
Okay.
There's the letter and there's the check. I send it to them, they return it.
All right, I want to put you on pause for 1 second. I didn't realize I was supposed to have you speak first. So if you want to say what you wanted to say, and then we can address that.
We own the 4 in the front. You own it? Yeah.
Hold on, hey, well, please, I know for people, sir, for people that haven't been here before, there's no talking, and anyone that's at the microphone is recognized by the chair. All conversation comes to me, not between each other, okay? And I should have said that earlier, because nobody's probably been to, I'm sure you're not watching our meetings online, but go ahead.
You kind of all stole our thunder because we had planned on presenting the updated list of the tenants that we were, moving forward on tonight. And all I was going to tell you was that we had submitted a complete application for the certificates of eviction. We're looking for certificates of eviction from everyone tonight, unless they can show that they're current. I also just wanted to say, for the benefit of the folks that are here and for the board, that what the process is. In a rent-controlled environment in a manufactured community, this is the first step, a certificate of eviction. We have to show you that we have one of the reasons that's allowed under the statute to proceed with an eviction. Assuming a certificate of eviction is issued tonight for the folks who are here, the next step, and this would be for the benefit of the folks who are here, would be a notice to quit. 14-day notice to quit for non-payment. Under the statute, that provides each of these tenants with another 10-day opportunity to bring their rent current. If they have not received a like notice within the last 12 months and they pay within 10 days of receipt of the 14-day notice to quit, we can't go forward. And that's where the process ends. Assuming they do not make that payment, then the next step is a summary process summons and complaint. which will be served on them and then filed with the Metro South Housing Court. Presumably, those hearings will be held in Brockton. The first step in that process is what's called a Tier 1 mediation, yet another opportunity for the tenants to bring their accounts current before we go to a trial. Either an agreement for judgment will be reached at that level, which is usually 2 weeks after the filing of the summons and complaint, or the case will be referred for trial, which is the Tier 2 event, and that's typically held 2 weeks after that. And then, even then, we would be admonished to go to mediation to attempt to work it out before. So there will be multiple opportunities beyond tonight for any of the tenants who don't come to agreements with us tonight to bring their accounts current, or don't have some other reason or rationale why their rent is outstanding. There'll be multiple opportunities down the road for them to bring those rents current.
Terrific. We appreciate that. And I appreciate you sharing that with us. I've jumped the gun.
That's okay.
Angie, did you want to say anything?
And ma'am,
So, and
sorry.
1 second, really quickly. So, submitted in part of your packet is the list of people, but also the amounts due and owing under the agreement. And could you attest that those numbers are accurate to the best of your knowledge and based on your records today?
The amounts that are on the notices?
Yes,
The
that
ori- the
are
original
within your
filed
packet.
notices as of 12/8/2025.
As of 12/8/2025, yes, that's correct.
Okay, and the notices were served, et cetera.
Yes.
Okay, so I
Yeah.
just want to make sure that I understand, Mr. Khan, what you said. So you're listed for Unit 2, Unit 4, and Unit 26.
Yes.
Are you saying you're not the owner of those units?
I'm the owner of lot number 26.
Just number, you do not
Just
own?
number 26, they put first time 8 trailer on my name. Then they send me another one for 5 trailers. And I says, no, they are not. I talked to them, I left a message, I says, look, I already sent you the check. On this date, when you asked me to send me us the money, I sent them the money. I've been living there for 40, 50 years. I never late payment. I never did, you understand? I always pay my rent.
So the check you sent that you have the letter there for was for unit number 26?
26.
Okay. And on unit number 2 and unit number 4, do you have any ownership interest and maybe you sublet it or lease to a tenant? Does someone else pay you to use those units at all?
If you guys prove it to me, you understand, I own it, then I'm willing to pay the rent for it too. But there is no proof, nothing. Just prove it to me, then I'm willing to pay 1 year rent. I don't care.
So how do you have him listed as a record
Our
owner?
listing of ownership comes from the receiver. And
Okay.
that's the entire basis for this list, which was, Crown Communities have kind of been acting like all the king's horses and all the king's men, trying to put Humpty Dumpty back together again.
Understood.
Because the receivership was not, let's say it was not a tight ship,
Yes.
so to speak.
Yeah.
We have no leases, and only this list to go on.
Okay, and is there anyone in the audience who owns unit number 2 or unit number 4? Oh, you're number 4, and you are the owners, or do you sublet it from someone else? Okay, thank goodness. We've got one thing solved. Okay, so, and I'm sorry,
Another
you're
thing,
number
ma'am.
4, sir, and ma'am? 4, and what are your names?
Christine and Jay.
Christine, J-A-Y is your last name? Okay. And what's your name, sir?
Stephen, with an E.
Stephen, also J-A-Y.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so we've got one problem solved. And Mr. Khan, that document that you're holding up, could you hand that to me? Do you mind? I would get up, but it's...
I will charge you 50 cents. for it.
No. Thank you. Perfect. So here is a check now, and you're willing to turn this over right now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I always did, and I always will.
So let me. I see I could walk over there. I was just being lazy. Okay. Is that the amount he knows?
That would have been
Okay.
That would be in January 31st.
So let's put a pause on this one for the moment. We're gonna put a pause on unit number 26, okay? And then if you just sit back down, sorry,
Another question, ma'am.
yes,
My son, he's here, he's living on lot number 28. And they promised him to fix the toilet, everything, the water. They never did, and they said they're not gonna charge you still as though the plumbing is not done yet, the water.
Sure.
He's doing, you understand, he have 3 kids, and they're suffering with the, from the water, they don't have a water.
perfect.
And no sewage, nothing, you understand, and he's here. Can you stand up, Ms. Jha?
And I think before we get there, I think we'd rather take them in order just because otherwise
Okay,
we'll get
okay,
confused
okay,
on the
great.
record, if that's okay.
Yeah.
So if you don't mind taking a seat, we're gonna put a pause on number 26,
Yeah.
which is about halfway down. And then we'll look at that toward the end and we'll talk to you, okay? Does that
God
make
bless-
sense?
God bless you. all.
Perfect, perfect.
Thank you. The next one is 305 Turnpike Street, Unit 2B. Scott Walsh?
And Dottie and Kate, can I just ask, so on the first one, unit 2, we don't have an owner right now, we don't know.
Right, we don't have an owner right now, so we'll put a pause on that one too, and then I'll talk to these guys. We can take a recess, and I'll talk to these guys and see if we can figure that out.
Okay. Scott Walsh is not here. Unit 4 is Mr. Khan. He's the third one. Samuel Story, Unit 5. Not here.
No, it's Carlos, it's Christine and Jay, Steve and Jay.
Yes, unit 4.
Unit 4's here
Yeah.
now.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes.
They're here.
Yes.
They're here.
We'll take that one next. So do you want to come up to the microphone and?
I was the one who originally purchased these for the trailer
Sure.
back in the 90s. 2000, I'm sorry.
So,
So you're in arrears on your rent. Will you be able to make that up?
I will, and I have everything. I've been putting it in the bank in an escrow account, because that's what Frank Morrissey told me. I don't know if you guys know Frank.
Yep.
So he said he didn't want to take my rent anymore, to put it in a bank account, and that's what I've been doing.
So,
And when I found out on Google that Crown bought the mobile home park, that's the only way I found out of who owns it, and because I never got a letter or a notice or who was supposed to make the check out to or where to send it. So
Okay.
it's been still going in the bank.
well, I appreciate that you did that and did put that in an escrow account. So this will be an easy one that you can just talk to Angie and make that happen. So, all
Any
right.
idea what kind of money we're talking about? Or?
We do have it in here.
It says 1396, but it's also to Sean Khan, so there's also some other discrepancies on this document.
Yeah, you can work out what
We got
that.
the proof of purchase, and we got.
Yep,
yeah,
they'll be able to work out all the details with you.
We totally have that
Yeah.
tonight.
I
So
have
if
every
you-
receipt since 2000.
Perfect. So if you don't mind
26 years.
taking a seat too, and when we take a recess, we'll get all of your contact information. We'll give you the amount that's in arrears and get all of that coordinated, okay?
Okay.
Perfect.
Great,
We do
thank
have
you.
a cousin that's living in there, he has some issues. He's got autism, so.
Okay. So he's in there without you guys? You guys aren't living there?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's been in there for like
that'd be confusing.
12 years, yeah.
It's not.
Okay. All right, next we have Samuel Story, Unit 5. No, Samuel's not here. Judy Boswell, Unit 8. Hi, Judy.
Hiya.
So we're looking to find out if you're able to pay your back rent.
I have it.
You do. This is going to be an easy night.
Can I just say a couple things?
Sure.
All right. The place is a mess, basically. Like, totally disgusting. Everything that was said that was going to be fixed hasn't been fixed.
Well, I don't want to get into all the details of
But I
that.
just had a flood in my backyard from the person behind me. Is there any way you can deduct from that because I don't know what damage is under my trailer because of it. Second time it's happened. Last time it was when Frank owned the place. It took a year for them to fix it. Thank God this got fixed pretty well, but I got a video of it. Flood in my whole backyard going under my mobile home.
Well, I do want to just say, and also for anybody that's watching this at home, Frank was appointed as a receiver, and that was supposed to be for a year, just to collect the rent and provide emergency response to things. Because a case kept getting appealed, and then COVID hit, and the courts were backed up, it ended up into 5 years. So I know that there's been a lot of complaints about the way that situation was handled. It was really, it was out of our control, and the receiver was doing that, not getting paid for the 5 years, and trying his best to do it. So I don't want to relitigate that part. But what I will say is that since Crown purchased it on October 28th, they have made tremendous efforts with their money up front to correct first the priorities of safety and security. So get the water lines fixed, which they've pretty much done. The sewer lines are next.
I'm just saying the flood, I get the people behind me, it's connected. My water main's like above ground, which is wrong anyways. So their pipes froze, whatever. The hose that the person that lived there before put on burst again, and that's what caused, it's in my area. So that's what caused the flood under my mobile home. Again, like just recently, like a month ago.
Well, there'll be a project manager, and Angie can make sure that everybody has that information. A big part of this also is going to be to improve the communication so that you know who to call for that.
They did call Crown, and they never came. They had to get someone else to fix it.
Well, everything will be getting fixed.
But
I
I'm
don't know if
saying
you...
it's damage from that flood to my mobile home, can I get reimbursed?
You'd have to talk with Crown about that. We can only,
That's all I
the
need
Rent
to know,
Control
because
Board
I
only
haven't
can do
looked to see
certain
the
things.
damage yet 'cause of the snow and everything.
Okay.
All right, that's all I need to know.
So we're going to put a pause on that, and then we'll connect you guys after we get through this first round of everything. So, all right.
And there's also, I don't want
Paul LaSalle, unit number 12. Paul LaSalle, unit 12? No. Amanda Butts, unit 13B. Tim Jones, unit 18. Jamie Graham, unit 20. Eric Thorne, unit 21. Eric, come on up. Hi. So I guess the question we're just asking is, are you going to be able to pay your rent that's in arrears?
I can get Raft and Crown I already emailed back and forth with Crown about using Raft. Unfortunately, I can't complete the Raft application without a rent agreement because I can't put in as Raft as owner because I don't.
Sure.
Because it's as a renter. So now as a renter, now I need a rental agreement in order to complete the Raft application. And on top of that, I mean, just the extra $200 and $230 a month that was raised, that just blew me through a loop too. So I mean, the 468, that's all manageable and great. I mean, if you needed to raise it, maybe $100 or a little bit, but $230, that's a little ridiculous to be raising it up. And with all these people that are in here that are low income, disabled, they all have all these fixed incomes and stuff. Not everybody can afford that much of a rent hike.
Have you been paying any rent?
Not since the hike, not since
So-
I haven't been able to afford it.
So
Right
you're saying
now-
so that's not the extra rent that's the problem then? It's, you weren't paying anything and holding back the 200, you just weren't paying it all? Is that what you're saying?
At the time, yes.
Okay.
But
And
as
when
of
you
right-
say, when
but
you
right
say
now-
you're renting, you mean you don't own
No, I
nothing?
own my trailer, but
Okay.
as I put it in through the raft as the owner, it wouldn't accept it as me owning the trailer because it's the lot fees that I'm paying, not
Right.
a mortgage.
Okay.
So it's more or less renting the lot instead of, and moving forward, I'm looking to get a roommate to help me with future rent payments and bill payments and other stuff like that. I have someone lined up that they could probably come in next month. But in the meantime, I can have the raft, take care of whatever back rent I have right now.
Okay. That's a process, and it's not, there's a long waiting list for raft, so you'll have to talk with them about that. But I appreciate you sharing that information with us and clarifying that you own it.
I'm on 3rd Street as well, and like everybody said, 3rd Street's probably one of the worst streets in the whole park.
Yep.
With the flooding, the potholes, it's crazy.
Well, Crown is aware, and they've committed to the board and to the people in the community, and to your president of the HOA, that they are doing everything possible. Unfortunately, this has been a tough winter, as you
Yeah,
guys all know.
that's true.
So as soon as that clears up, they'll continue to do what they committed to. It's in their best interest and yours. So I appreciate your patience
But
as we go through that.
I do intend on, trying to keep up with the rent from here on out, as long as I can get this back rent taken care of, and then for moving forward, I should be able to, move forward and be all right with the rent.
All right. Well, if you sit down, and we'll go to the next ones, and Crown will talk to people at the end.
Okay.
Okay?
Huh?
Excuse me? Just want to correct your numbers. Lot 20 is Alan Skinner Senior.
Okay.
Okay. That's the owner of the lot?
Yes.
And-
And he's behind actually because he had an aneurysm back in January. So he's in a life care center now. So
Okay.
Are you?
junior.
You're the junior. Okay. So do you have a power of attorney or anything to?
No,
No.
I'm the health proxy. That's
You're the
it.
health
He's-
proxy?
Yeah.
Okay.
But he doesn't leave the life care center.
Okay.
So there is no chance we paid it up till like 3 months ago. Now Social Security goes right to the life care, so he gets like $54 a month or something. So that's why it's like 3 months or 4 months behind now. But so he won't be returning.
Oh.
I know I've talked to Angie, is it? And we're gonna talk about doing something to, sign the trailer over and something to that effect.
I see.
That's kind of where we're at on that. I just want to correct the number, so it's.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And I just want to say, we're really sorry that you're going through that. We know that that's a really tough period in someone's
Made it
life.
through.
Yeah.
Not many people, 80 years old, survived aneurysm. So
Yeah.
But he's
But-
not walking. He's not.
Yeah, it's sad, so I just want to acknowledge that.
Thank you.
And before you leave, Mr. Skinner, do you not own, or he does
I
not
own lot
own
19.
22?
He only owns 20.
He only owns 20.
Yes.
Is there anyone from Unit 22 here?
We noticed that's a typo. Mr. Jamie Graham owns 22. Those were,
Oh, they
for some
were.
reason, those were transposed.
I see. Got it. So Jamie Graham is still absent, but he's the owner of 22. Jamie, I'm sorry.
I
Do you mind us putting a pause in that, and when we recess, you'll speak to Crown? Okay, fantastic. Thank you.
All right, next we have Eric Thorne, Unit 21.
I was already.
Oh, that was you. I'm sorry. Abdullah Mohammed, Unit 24. Jihad Khan, Unit 28. I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name.
That's all right. So I live at 28 for almost 20 years, and I have 3 kids. I believe I saw you guys at the church at the rent board meeting. And last time I have sewer problems since I don't know. You guys probably aware of it since last year, and with Frank Morrissey, we all discussed that the people who have sewer problem, they don't have to pay the rent until the issue is resolved. I know the Crown took over in November. I sent an email to Crown in December that, hey, my sewer is blocked. And they, the HOA actually got like the porta potties. I have 3 kids and they're still using the porta potties. I have 3 young kids. They can't be going out in freezing weather and using a porta potty outside. This is ridiculous. I called the town like 3-4 times. Tim came in, took a picture of everything. It's still leaking under the house. My kids are getting sick. This is ridiculous. I don't have problem paying the rent, but why should I pay the rent when they told me that I don't have to pay the rent until the issue, fix the issue first. I sent an email to the Crown like 3-4 times. Nobody responded. I left voicemails. Nobody responded. They called me last week, and now they want to fix the issue right now. No, this is ridiculous. This is not right.
Okay. Do you want to address that, or do we want to pause that?
Well, with regard to the agreement not to pay rent that Mr. Khan says he made with Mr. Morrissey, I just checked with Angie, and this is the first we're hearing of any such agreement like that.
Look at the town meetings. The last time we had to look at the minutes that we used at the church. Look at those minutes. Look at, I don't have the paper right now. I asked the president for the paper that I lost, and nobody wants to give me that paper. I'm pretty sure you guys have a copy of it. Just look at the paper.
I don't know what meeting you're referring to at a church. That wouldn't have been us.
I don't know whoever was there between Frank Morrissey and the Town of Easton, the rent
Oh,
board.
it might have been. It was not the rent board. We're the rent board, and I know
Okay.
that wasn't us.
Well, somebody
When
was
Frank
there.
took over as the receiver, maybe he had a meeting with the tenants to talk. But that was not, the town was not involved in that.
Well, I'm not sure.
Or the rent control
Somebody
board
will-
wasn't.
But I sent an email to a Crown as soon as they took over in December, on December 1st. I have proof of the email. And I sent them an email that, hey, I have this issue and this needs to be fixed because I have 3 young kids and they're getting sick because of this. And nobody tried to fix this since last week. When they called me last week, now they're trying, all of a sudden they want to fix it right now.
Mr. Khan, what email address were you sending it to?
It's my first name, my last name at iCloud.
Oh, I meant to the 2, to like Crown. Who did you send it to?
Office at StonehillCourtMHC.com.
Office at Stonehill Court, LLC.
MHC.
Oh, MHC.com. Okay. And you sent that December 14th?
December 1st.
December 1st. And you said there was leaking going on underneath your trailer. I'm sorry, but what is leaking, water or sewer water?
The sewer and the water is one line that goes through to the tank. It's only one line.
Oh, that can't be. That can't be because you don't mix water and sewer. But there's some sort of leak that's going under your trailer. The other day, did they fix the connection and connect you to sewer?
Yeah, it's one line, the kitchen water and the sewer line that goes to one line. There's only one line.
I think he means the drain. You
The
mean
drain,
the
yeah.
drain from
Yeah.
Oh, the
Gray water
drain.
drain.
Yeah.
Okay,
gray water and then brown water, right?
Yeah.
okay.
So it has been repaired.
I believe so now it's been repaired.
It was repaired last week, but the old line that's still there, I don't know if other trailers are still using it, but it's still bubbling up and the old water is still coming under, seeping underneath the trailer. So that line needs to be completely taken out or fixed.
Understood. Now I understand it. Okay,
But just so I'm clear, Mr. Khan is now connected to sewer?
he is connected to sewer as of last week. Okay,
And I called the health board like 3-4 times. Tim came in, he took pictures of it. He's aware of everything. I called even the state because my kids are getting sick. So I even reported the town and everything to the state as well.
yeah,
So the state is even aware of it.
okay, thank you. Do you mind having a seat until the end?
that's fine.
Okay, fantastic. Sorry, I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. Julie Lowell, Unit 36. Jean Graham, Unit 38, 39, and 40.
I live in 39.
Okay, do you want to come up?
Yeah, there is, just so you know, there is no trailer on 38. It's been removed. It's been gone for about 4 years, I believe.
Okay. And you're 39, what's your
Yes,
name, sir?
My name's Eric Newcomb.
And I saw you before the meeting and you said
Yeah,
that.
I rent.
Okay, you rent.
I rent from them.
And
So
who's the owner?
The owner, it's under his mother's name.
And that's Jean Graham?
That's Jean Graham.
Okay.
Yeah, so her son lives in 39, he's not here right now. So he collects the money from me, and it's always, they won't accept checks, they won't accept bank checks, they only want cash, and they don't give me a receipt. So, and I pay $1,000 a month, and he hits me every week, so I've paid $13,000 a year. So he's gotten an extra $1,000 a year out of me, and I've been there for 4 years.
Okay, and that's Unit 40.
That's unit 39, I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
He lives in 40.
He lives in 40.
Okay. And Jean Graham, is Jean Graham here?
No.
No,
he's not.
okay.
All right. We're going to put you on pause also while we move to the next one. Karen Bierce, Unit 61. Betty Anderson, Unit 171.
Hi, my name's Elizabeth. Betty Anderson does not own Trailer 171. I recently inherited the trailer from the late David Anderson.
Okay. Who's Betty? Do you know?
Betty is David's sister.
Okay.
She's unwell and was not able to attend to verify the fact that the trailer was, but I could get that documentation.
Okay, great.
So I have been in financial difficulties making payments towards my son's final expenses. What I would like to do to get catch up on the past rent would be to apply for RAFT. I have helped people in the past apply for RAFT. It is a lengthy process, but usually you're pretty successful in being approved. The problem being is that I do not have a tenant at will agreement or a lease. And because I am applying for RAFT for rental assistance, I need a lease in order to catch up. When I am working, it would be no problem to take care of that rent between my fiance and I. I just need help with the back rent.
So when you say you inherited it, Can you, do you want to explore that a little bit?
Yeah, no, I think that makes sense. Do you want me to?
Yeah.
So how did you inherit it? How did you, are you, so I have your name as Elizabeth, but is your last name Anderson as
No,
well?
my last name is Steniford, and I've actually notified Alex Corbett,
Cabot,
sorry.
It's okay.
And I did actually leave a message a while back, but I think the number might have been changed since then for Ms. Tom.
Oh, okay. And can you spell your last name? I'm so
Sure,
sorry.
S is in Sam,
Sam.
T is in Tom,
Tom.
E, N is in Nancy, T is in Tom, I, F is in Frank, O, R is in Ralph, D.
That's almost as bad as full Genetti.
Well, I was going to say Fedorov. Oh my goodness.
Come on in. So, I mean, I just don't, outside of like maybe making a payment plan, I mean, I would rather just apply for RAFT and get it over with. There really isn't, the problem with RAFT is the actual application. I know from helping people in the past apply for it. But usually RAFT will come through. But you need to have a lease or at least a tenant at will.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's the problem with the RAFT situation for myself and I'm sure with plenty of others here.
And when you say you inherited it, how did it come to you? Through a will?
David made a deathbed declaration with his sister as witness at the VA hospital with medical staff there.
Okay.
But his own sister was a witness to that also.
And that's Betty?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and Betty is still, she's incapacitated tonight?
I'm not going to violate her HIPAA, but she has some medical issues.
Yep.
So she has good days and bad days. I'm sure if push comes to shove, obviously with documentation and possibly a personal statement from her, either physically or in person or through a notary.
Yeah, okay, so yours is certainly a complicated one.
Mhm.
So I think you go into another bucket, but you're living there now, you're ready, willing, and able to try to apply for a raft.
Absolutely.
But you don't have capacity at this moment to pay rent, am I right?
I do have capacity. My fiance actually does. But again, for the back rent, in order to catch up, because I did have to pay a lot of money for my son's final expenses.
Sorry.
So it kind of put us behind. My fiance is disabled, but he does get a monthly check that would definitely cover the rent for the lot. It's just that, we just got a little behind. It is what it is. Right now, I am, I can't get too much into it. I am a healthcare provider. At this time, I am not working because I am, as a mandated reporter, I am in the middle of dealing with Old Colony with a
Right, and we
abuse
don't want to get into
case, right? So I'm a witness
that.
to neglect.
Yeah.
So right now, all of a sudden your job just stops because for obvious reasons. But work for me is really no problem.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, let's pause this one and
As a footnote, just before we
Yep.
pause it, this one's going to need some documentation because a dying declaration from David with Betty listed as the owner. I mean, I have concerns about stepping on Betty or David's rights.
Sure.
Just based on a verbal. I don't know if
No,
the
it sounds like we can
dying
work through that
declaration was
because
written down or witnessed.
Yes, it was witnessed. Also, too, with
In
Betty
writing, though.
and her health issues, she is also on housing. So having her name on a property that she doesn't own can be some severe ramifications with her housing, her medical, this and that, because it's looking like she owns a structure and that she has, that she's on housing, but yet she owns a structure, which is not the case. So,
But-
yeah, definitely documentation and everything. This definitely needs to be straightened out before this poor woman loses housing.
Right.
You know?
And it sounds like that's achievable because
Correct.
it benefits her and you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right.
But again, I'm going to go back to the whole raft thing is where none of us in the park have a lease or a tenant at will. Even for us with the ability to be able to just need that nudge to catch up and also be able, we can sustain moving forward. But
Okay.
we just don't, we're all stuck. None of us can apply for raft
Okay.
as a renter. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, Randall Davis, Unit 176. I believe that Randall Davis had passed away,
Yes.
and you're his relative,
I
his
have
wife.
the death certificate.
I'm very sorry for your loss, ma'am.
Thank you. There is, if you ever saw Randall's place, he was a mess. There, I have 3 cars to get rid of, 2 motorcycles, and the house is in disrepair. There is no money in the estate. He was in a nursing home. They owes over $15,000, $20,000 to that alone, never mind any back taxes, excise taxes he may owe to the town. I mean, I would like to work with someone, just like to see how we can get this so that at least the estate can move forward and see what we can do and how we can, because we don't want the property. Plain and simple.
You don't want it.
We don't want it.
And is the trailer itself in disrepair?
Oh, yes, it is.
So habitable or not habitable?
If you sent Board of Health in there or even anybody, it would be condemned. He's got walls, pipes that are leaking, water that's gone. I've shut off the water, I've shut off the power, holes in the walls, floors, you can see the ground going through. I mean, he didn't do any repairs or anything.
Okay. And when did he pass?
December 15th.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Question. Has a personal representative been appointed?
Not yet. We're gonna go with a small estate affidavit, and to get that, we just got this, and then we gotta go to the courts and list everything that he owns, and everything that he owns is not worth $25,000,
Yeah.
including the trailer.
If I can just suggest, though, when you go to file, explain to the assistant registrar what it is you're trying to do with us.
Okay.
Because the voluntary administration, the under $25,000 one,
Yes.
may not get you an appointment that we would need
Oh, okay.
for the transfer.
Yeah.
Okay?
All right.
I hate to have you spend
I know.
money you don't have, but
Yeah.
we have to accept something that has authority.
Right, yeah, we were gonna go right to the courts and do it,
Okay.
but I have a 26-year-old son and a 28-year-old daughter who lives in Florida, and unfortunately, Randy was not a great father to them, and they want nothing to do with this, so yay, me.
It's up to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Well, thank you. We'll get back to you also.
Thank you.
I just got a text from Julie Lowell. She says she's on the phone, I guess, watching.
Doesn't help, she's got to be here.
I know.
Thank you, I appreciate you letting us know. Millie Casper, Unit 200. Tammy Krieger, Unit 230.
I'm not Tammy, I'm her daughter, Andriana Wells. This is my husband. She hasn't paid. She's been having mental stuff going on, so we just want to fix it. We're applying for loans and doing everything we can to get caught up. It will be caught up. We just need the extra time.
Is she still living there?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's,
My name is on the deed, though, so.
okay.
What's your name again? I'm so sorry.
Andriana Wells.
Andriana. I think I wrote that wrong. Wells. I got that part. Okay. And so is the first time you heard about the outstanding rent when you got the notice for the hearing?
Yep.
Which we probably wouldn't be in this situation if we knew.
If we knew.
If we knew it before, you know. Not that we didn't already know, just we didn't know exactly because we weren't there the time that this was going on. We just moved back in recently, so there's been a bunch
We
of
broke a lease to fix this.
to come
so.
help her, and then as we moved back in, she told us. So
So you're, so all three of you are
We saw
living
the
there?
letters,
All three of you are living there?
yeah.
Okay. When did you move in?
February 1st.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just this February 1st, this month.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you took ownership of the trailer. Did you do a bill of sale and fill out paperwork?
I have the bill of sale.
Okay.
When they originally got it,
Yep.
her name and her
And my
mother's was
mom's name was on
Oh.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Understood.
We moved out in October, and then as things went on, we realized it would be better there. And then
Just to find out.
that this was going on. So
Yeah.
Oh, so you were living there until October of 2025?
Yeah. Mhm.
You moved out, got your own place, and decided to move back in?
yeah, yep. And we, don't want to lose the place because it's the only thing we got. So
Yeah. Yeah.
we really want to fix this.
Okay.
I'm sorry that you're going through that with a parent. It's really tough. It's a tough situation, and I really commend both of you for sticking together and being back there to help her and wanting to fix this. So
Thankfully, we have confirmation from her that she wants to let us help and
let us take over
and possibly sell it down the line. All that stuff. So
yeah.
Okay.
Just ways to fix it, but
Great.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Okay, last one.
And the last one, Virginia Frazio, Unit 232.
Okay.
Okay. Did we miss anyone? Did you want to comment or anything? Okay.
Just listening.
Just listening. Okay. All right. I appreciate everybody. This is it's a difficult conversation to have, and I appreciate everybody being here to resolve this. I also want to let people know that, if there's services that are needed outside of this, our Health and Community Services Department has a liaison that can maybe try to help with some of the things that you might be facing around this with different services that you might need. And we can get you information to reach out to them should you need that kind of assistance. So we really do care about making sure that the park is safe and livable and enjoyable, a beautiful place to live. And we really think that it's going to get back to that. Crown has an amazing success rate doing that across the country, and I think that this is a really good path forward for everybody. Once this is resolved, I think everybody will be very happy with the circumstances. So where do we go from here, Kate?
So I think I think the smartest way to do it is deal with it in buckets, right? So the first bucket being the people who weren't here, they were absent, and didn't present any countervailing evidence. And I think you could take them in a group. So it would be something like I move to issue a certificate of eviction for the following properties. And I have my list. I can go through my list and you guys can cross-check.
Yep.
Yeah, because
Question.
Yeah.
Yeah. There are so many names that were not correct. How does that work with proceeding? Like, I'm very uncomfortable with the idea of the wrong person the person hasn't been properly notified because of some of these name mismatch issues, and there were multiple, so it wasn't a single thing.
So-
And I understand that there were a lot of reasons why, and there's so I respect the situation, but
100%. It was a little bit chaotic
Yeah.
down there, and knowing the documentation certainly was sporadically kept.
yeah.
So, but I will say notices were delivered to the actual unit, so the people living in there would have an interest, and we saw several of them show up tonight because they were well aware. And then, Kristen, am I correct that one of your people went down there and actually tacked them to the doors to ensure that if there were people living there, they received notice?
Okay.
So we're going to presume that the absent people really are the record owners of the trailers because no one came and wanted to say otherwise.
And there's points in the process where if we proceed, they can clarify that they indeed are not the owner, or we can address that. And there's no repercussions for, okay.
Exactly. So as Mr. Creed said, this is just step one of a multi-step process. So we're looking at, Jay, how long do you think it would take for a full eviction to actually be processed?
Well, assuming a certificate of eviction issued, it'll take you folks several days to issue them.
Produce it,
Me to
yeah.
get them, say it's a week, 7 days or so, for me to get the certificate of eviction for anyone that you authorize one for. Right after that, I have to produce a 14-day notice to quit, attach the certificate of eviction to that, have that served by a constable. That takes 14 days from the date they get service of it. And again, with the 10-day proviso that if they bring the rent current, that it goes no further. After the 14 days, I have to file summary process summaries of complaints, which will be multiples, which will take me an entire day to do. I'll be shut down doing Stonehill for a day. Those get served. They have to come back to me, and then I have to electronically file them with the court. About approximately 2 weeks after the filing, I'll get notice of a tier 1 mediation session, which will probably be a week after that. I have to serve that 7 days prior to the date. That'll be the opportunity for them to have yet another opportunity to bring the rent current. And then if we don't reach an agreement or they don't show up, they'll be defaulted. If they do show up, then, and we can't reach an agreement, then there'd be a trial, which would typically be 2 weeks after that.
Okay. So it sounds like
So
there's
if you can do all that math,
I was getting 30 to 45 days-ish in there.
yeah,
Something in that.
I'd say 60 is probably
Okay,
fairer
okay.
because of returns of service and filing. And that
Okay.
kind of
And there will be best effort to make sure that the people that are being
And
served
ultimately,
are
it goes in
correct.
front of a judge.
Okay.
So anything I do, I have to prove service of process.
Yeah.
if the
Okay. I just
people
would
are
be
actually there.
devastated to know the wrong person.
And,
like,
and
there's a
if a
mismatch.
judgment issues to someone who isn't there, then it's unenforceable.
Okay.
So our vote is really just to issue the certificate of eviction that lets them move forward in the
Yeah.
process.
I just wanted to make sure there was a process.
No, I
for it.
appreciate you bringing that up because I think that clarity is important, especially for people that are watching this, to know that, everything possible is being done to make sure that this
And
is
that
done
being said, if
properly.
someone is watching and unable to speak to us right now, what's the best way for them to reach you to say, hey, I'm not the owner or there's a problem here? Like, what's the...
Angie's going to give you
Okay.
the contact info for that. And from our perspective, this is an extremely worthwhile exercise.
Yep.
Because of the nature of the record keeping or lack thereof that was done. So, we're getting our records up to speed as a function of this process.
Absolutely, and I appreciate that you have inherited, a really messy situation through this process, and
To say the least.
yes, so
And in all fairness, I don't recall that, I think that this was an issue that we had back with the original park owner, Morgan, that they didn't have leases. So certainly none of that got turned over to the receiver, and none of it would have gotten turned over to you because there wasn't anything.
Right.
So this is an opportunity to create those leases, and you're waiting
And
for...
we're working on a template.
Yeah.
And I think the question is whether it'll be a lease for a term or a tenancy at will template.
Right.
But
So-
we're gonna work with.
But
those folks who are
ultimately, at the end of this, the goal is that everybody who's supposed to be there is going to have a lease.
Right.
Everybody who doesn't and is not supposed to be there won't be there.
Correct.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So the motion would be along the lines of, I move to issue a certificate of eviction for the following properties. I'm sorry, if you guys could stop talking while we're, for Crown Communities LLC versus Scott Walsh, 305 Turnpike Street, Unit 2B. That's my first. Crown Communities LLC versus Samuel Story, 305 Turnpike Street, Unit 5. Crown Communities LLC versus Paula Sally, 305 Turnpike Street, Unit 12. Crown Communities LLC versus Amanda Butts, 305 Turnpike Street, Unit 13B. Crown Communities LLC versus Tim Jones, 305 Turnpike Street, Unit 18. Crown Communities LLC versus Abdullah Mohammed, 305 Turnpike Street, Unit 24.
What about
Did I miss one?
Jamie Graham, number 22?
That's Alan Skinner's, right?
That-
22, okay.
No, that was the one where the names got
Oh,
transposed.
That's right, okay.
I'm so sorry, yes. Crown Communities LLC versus
Jamie Graham.
Jamie Graham, 305 Turnpike Street, Unit 22.
Correct.
That's correct, yep.
Okay. And then...
Then Abdullah Mohammed.
I did Mohammed. Then I go down to Crown Communities LLC versus Jean Graham, 305 Turnpike Street, Unit 40.
Julie Lowell.
Julie Lovell?
Ju-
36, was she here?
Yeah, Julie Lowell was a default as well.
Yeah. And it was not Jean Graham, it was Julie. Oh, shoot,
no.
Julie Lovell. Oh, my goodness, I'm so
She was not
sorry,
present.
guys.
Julie Level is not present.
Crown Communities LLC versus Julie Lowell, 305 Turnpike Street, Unit 36.
Yep.
Okay. Then I did Jean Graham at Unit 40. Then Crown Communities LLC versus Karen Beers, 305 Turnpike Street, Unit 61. Crown Communities LLC versus Millie Casper, 305 Turnpike Street, Unit 200. Crown Communities LLC versus Virginia Frazio, 305 Turnpike Street, Unit 232. Did I miss any beyond that?
That matches what I have. So you just want to say so moved, Mark?
So moved.
Second.
So that's a motion made by Mark Lamb and seconded by Jennifer Stacy. All in favor? Unanimous.
Okay.
Okay.
Then I think the second bucket, in my estimation, were those who, the two tenants, hold on. Eric Thorne, Unit 21, and Elizabeth Steniford, who both acknowledged they were behind, didn't have rental payments today, were looking to get assistance through RAFT, which is another entity that provides this type of assistance, but it's still yet unknown whether or not they're qualify or what have you. And if they do qualify, they can always stop the eviction process by paying after having secured that. And I think we can get the assurance from Crown that they will work to provide documentation necessary for them to provide the grant funding. Am I correct?
Yes.
Okay. And, but in the meantime, given that there isn't the capacity right now to make a payment, that you could, if you so chose, decide to issue a certificate of eviction to start the process, and then they can always come to terms later in the process. Does that make sense?
How long is the RAFT process? If it's been noted, it's lengthy.
That I can't say, and to Dottie's point, there's a long list, so whether or not they qualify or not is really one of the issues.
It can take a while, but typically the longer it takes usually is a situation where there's lack of communication between landlord and tenant.
Okay.
We're going to be motivated to cooperate.
Okay.
So I don't think there'll be any issues on our end as far as once we have a template lease in place, we can help speed the process to the extent we can.
So that'll be done in the next couple of days, and that will ensure they have time to.
Well, I'll be in Florida, so I won't be able to
Yeah.
because I'm kind of done
Yeah.
with my house and my snow and my lack of power. So when I get back on the 6th,
Okay.
so that week.
Well, you'd have to,
We'll come up with a template.
you'd have the template, and sometimes the eviction part of it can help move it along faster
Right.
because rent
The
prioritizes,
certificate of
RAFT
eviction
prioritizes
in and of
that.
itself, we can present that, and that should bump them up the list
Okay,
Okay.
if they're threatened with eviction.
okay,
Actually, when you apply for RAP, you actually do need an eviction notice
okay.
for the application
Oh,
process.
okay.
Okay, so this is actually.
Oh,
in
that's
favor for-
works then. Okay.
So-
So that one would be, I move to issue a certificate of eviction for the following properties: Crown Communities LLC versus Eric Thorne, 305 Turnpike Street, Unit 21. Crown Communities LLC versus, and it's listed as Betty Anderson, care of Elizabeth Steniford, 305 Turnpike Street, Unit 171.
So moved.
Second.
That's motion by Mark Lamb, seconded by Jennifer Stacy. All in favor? Unanimous.
Okay, and then I think the others, we need a recess on, and if you don't mind giving us some time to figure stuff out, because some may be dismissed if they've made payment, and others, we need a little more information, I think it makes sense before we make a decision, right?
All right, so we're going to take a recess while we do that. ECAT can stop filming on this pause, and we'll move as quickly as we can. We are back from our brief recess where the attorneys from Crown took the time to meet with each one of the folks that was here tonight that had special circumstances or wanted to make payment arrangements or so forth. I'm going to turn it over to you to let us know how that was resolved and the next steps.
Thank you. As to the following units, Shah Khan in 26, they're paid through January 31st. And they have, within 7 days, they've represented they'll pay February and March. Mr. Khan also definitively stated to us that he doesn't own units 2 or 4. Jihad Khan in number 28 is set through March of 2026, as he's going to apply for raft.
Okay.
Gene Graham in 39. This is the Eric Newcomb subtenant
Yeah.
issue. We spoke with Mr. Newcomb and Al Skinner Jr. and we kind of put them together because Skinner Jr. wants to get rid of his dad's unit. Mr. Newcomb has an issue, so we're trying to get Mr. Newcomb to move to Mr. Skinner's unit. And he's going to, the outline of the potential deal is he would bring the rent current on that unit, and he and his family and his dogs would move into that unit.
Okay,
so
great.
That resolves, hopefully that resolves both of those.
And Skinner was 22.
Skinner was 20.
It's 20.
Oh,
That was the
20. I'm
typo.
so
Yeah, that was the
sorry,
one
20.
we transposed. And Newcomb was living in Gene Graham's unit number 39.
39. Okay.
We also talked with Marissa Davis, Randall Davis, unit 176, who's deceased. She provided us with a death certificate, which I need. And we're hoping that she can get a title to the unit. And then we worked out a deal where she will sign the title over to Crown, and that'll take care of the rent. And the last one was Andrea and
Andrea Neal Wells.
in 230.
Yep.
And they're going to pay the balance of their rent within 14 days. So hopefully they'll be resolved. What we'd like to do as to all of these is to continue for a period of 30 to 40 days, whatever makes sense on your schedule. I don't want to give up on a C of E in case any of these people stub their toe on the way down the line.
Yep.
And otherwise we'd have to start this process all over again.
Sure.
I really believe, based on our conversations, that we're not going to need that secondary hearing, but I'd like it as a prophylactic.
Of course. All right. Do we have to pick a date to continue tonight?
Yeah, a date and time certain.
All right, Sean?
So we could add it on to a select board meeting.
Yeah, let's do that.
Which would be March 23rd or April 6th.
Does anybody here have a problem with either of those dates? I'd rather do it sooner rather than later.
So if you want me here, I don't know Jay's schedule, but if you want me here, April 6th works. I'm
Okay.
in Western Mass on the 23rd.
That's fine. I'm available both days.
You guys are available April 6th? I can't see Mark's phone because he's got that secret protector on it.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, let's do April 6th at 5:45. Is it 15 minutes good enough, or?
We might not even need it. So
If we did come back, it would be because there was a
Someone did-
default under
It
a
would
payment
be a
agreement.
single or
so.
maybe two cases.
Yeah.
It wouldn't
Yeah.
be a docket of
exactly, I think
Yeah.
15 minutes should do it.
Okay.
So April 6th at 5. So the motion would be to continue to April 6th the hearings for Unit 26 Shah Khan, Unit 28 Jeha Khan, Unit 20 Randall Skinner.
Alan Skinner.
Alan Skinner. Unit 39, which is
Eric Newcomb?
Gene Graham through Eric Newcomb. Unit 176, which is Randall Davis, and Unit 230, which is Tammy Krieger via
Andriana. Wells.
Wells. To April 6th at 5:45 in the Colin Corona Room.
So moved.
Second.
So that's Lamb and Stacy, all in favor? Unanimous. Motion to adjourn tonight?
Do we need to do the minutes?
Oh, minutes. Acceptance of minutes dated August 4th, 2025?
So moved.
Second.
That's Lamb and Stacy, all in favor? Unanimous. Motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
That's Lamb and Stacy, all in favor? Unanimous. Thank you.